fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What people do eat no money, what people at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the your little rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste my must have man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. On the head, the man above him, look him, I got stop too much. It in the kitchen, some fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption cease.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our river. Member bold only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them smell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start and thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the soul man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
Or them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again.
Stibby dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us. There are malfunctions going on that has nothing to do with us. All over YouTube, it's telling quite a lot of us that no one is watching us. I know that you are here. I can see you in the comments, but in the numbers where it will tell you XY people's on the live on YouTube, I don't know what it's saying to you on your end, but if you look, it will tell you like 0 people on the live, but never mind. We will get on with it because you're here and I can see your comments coming up, but there are some social media malfunction over the place this morning. Yes, it's only saying one person on. Yeah, there's a malfunction because when I look over social media as well, that type of behavior is on other platforms as well. So this malfunction that is going on this morning really have to do with social media, but all of you are here. You can see each other in the comments. So we will get on with it. Good morning to my community of party and all my family members. Good morning to platform membership holders, viewers and subscribers, commenters, dead live watchers and commenters. Good morning and welcome. Sometime on another dead live comment, on a rub me, but the rubbing is welcome. If on know me well, on know say, spare me 1 second, please. Sorry about that, my people. This is the always call me as soon as the God call live. Because you know I focus. Anyway, never mind. Beat and teach. Good morning. Good morning. How you do? How you do? Elaine Turner, Marcia Thomas, Debbie Jervis, Natalia Freeman, Sunshine, Patricia Matthews, Sheila Reed, Michelle Lewis Wilson God Gift, Gloria Morris, The Untouchable One, JP, Miranda Roddick, Violet Watson, Agency Driver 5, R.K. Billen, Jason Kane, Nifty Friend, Rosemary Samuels, Upsy Official, Yvonne Johnson, Veteran, Miguel King, Isilda Williams, Yvonne Johnson, Hero Bottom, Laverne Baker, Rose, Herbert Tuesday, Run One List, Brenda Elson, Paula Shelley, Dorothy Gordon, Annie Jones, Delroy Henry, Charmaine Livermore, Pamela Akola, Rena, Cousin Marina, Wagwan, cousin, all right? Paula Shelley, Dorothy Gordon, Kutz Nareen, Laverne Baker, Donovan Blake, Danette Hamilton, Java B, Real Black Woman, Lanford Williams, AmericanTV.com, Karen Barnes, Althea, Carlin Richards, Maxine Cummins, Georgia Dennis, Pamela Akola, how are you? Maureen Vassal, Gloria Taylor, Michelle Clark, Jeanette, Carl Gale. Good morning, all, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Today, also, Mike Jones, is Patricia Matthews' birthday. Patricia Matthews is one of our moderator, a staunch globalist supporter, helped me all to wish our very own Patricia Matthews a very happy 60th birthday today. Have fun, Miss Matthews, and enjoy the day. And we wish you from Global Television many, many more return. Once again, Miss Matthews, happy birthday from the entire Globalist family. Tony Tall, how are you? Hoy, Jamaica. I don't even know where to start this morning because the way how the merry-go-round is of politics. The way the merry-go-round of politics has spin fast. Talk truth, not dizzy. By chance, did any of you understand what hey, you don't understand what Delroy Chuck did yesterday? Me know it's boring, but did you all understand anything from Delroy Chuck? But the truth is, I listened the entire waffling, the entire. That's why I come back on last night. I listened the entire of Fly Green waffling, Marcia Esty, Lansford Williams. Who else have I seen? Come on, Jim Ashley. But Sonia Barracks, jump over Fly Green. When I know the minister micromanagement, manage one whole department, and Nesta move from one micro department to another micro department. Can you know about information ministry, ministry of works, or ministries in the office of the prime minister? So the prime minister is the one who gives the report when it comes to the reports where yesterday and I gave yesterday for Ministry of Works. Boy, I know should have did it. Me don't know who write it for Andrew. But Andrew don't understand what they write for him yesterday. But the bigger thing though that was identified yesterday, you see that hope of money where you see them a pledge for these road project, whether it be the 40 billion or the Hope project, JP. When you listen to the Prime Minister yesterday, you understand that the Prime Minister just plucked a figure, throw at it, but there was no feasibility study done before the Prime Minister come out and say, we are going to use this for the Hope project, and we are going to use this $40 billion, 150 million per MP project. I think I saw it go. Don't bank for me and maths. But when you listen to the Prime Minister yesterday, hey, my God. Boy, may I tell you, that merry-go-round here where we depend. God help you when we come after. Holy power we are going to vomit away how we motion sick. I be motion sickness politics are going, you know. Nothing, Lorraine Barnett, it's been sorted about this thing. When you listen to the questions from members of parliament, and when you listen to the answers given by the Prime Minister, I couldn't bother come bored with it because a motion sickness, Monica Hawthorne, there was no feasibility study done. Them don't know how far the money was stretched. It was a political ploy to boost up the Prime Minister based on him failure to do everything when planned to do. So make we just throw some money at a project where we use fool the people them because of something we're dear to them and as something where we can easily get target them. So make we just tell them, say, we pledge how much billions and trillions to fix them road network. But when you really listen to the ins and outs of them argument, them themselves don't know how far it will carry them. Them themselves in a conflict as to who do you so, where do they so, beat and teeth. Careful. The Prime Minister said, the way how this year got done, nobody can say no corruption I got involved because we can't explain the word when call it, but in call it one word, we're gonna make sure say none of we lied out here. Can't go talk, he say there are corruption involved. Hmm? Because Andrew Holness government are going to do it accountable. We will wait and see Claudette Robinson if it happen. As a body gone labor. But the woman in the green here, we don't know that God send we a wolf to teach dunce. Dunce we dunce down with. The extra Jamal dunce them. Like how we're the Jamal dunce. Then we teach the extra Jamal dunce. Because you know, say a third girl in a high school. The brighter teach the duncer. And that's how we do it. And that's how we preach and teacher them come from. So me, the Jamal student, I got to teach the extra Jamal student. Ma'am. When you fool, you fool. And if you're a labor right, you fool. Plus, if you did ban fool before you're a labor right, I mean, it's like high-speed fool. To be demonstrating against the opposition leader, man. Come happy address or no. Huh? To be demonstrating against the opposition leader and to be telling the opposition leader, man, hey, that he must step down because he is making your life hard. Did you all not heard her? Or me one just walk on mind people business with my mind people business is, if any one of you listened at there's a great American, and to the American congresswoman, politician, or whatever you be, me no want you cuss me. The woman will tell the woman about our bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. But we are going to talk about the roast breadfruit, bad built, butch body demonstrators. As a Jamaica woman, them easy to buy out. I wonder if around a back road and upper gully, because I see them draw out Derek too. So it looks like the government could only go around a back road where people easy to buy and over gully to get people to come and demonstrate. For what though? May I ask? None of the woman when they did the demonstration. Let me ask you this question, Sharon Bernard. Uno will be able to teach on a son and a daughter. So nobody not say buy them out, say cocoa bread, box drinks, and box food. None of no woman that was at the demonstration yesterday asking Mark Golden to pick a side. Have you heard of the murders taking place in our schools? The truth. Good morning. Have you by any chance, ladies, on the demonstration yesterday, heard of the violent catastrophe unfolding in our schools? Have you seen any of the images on social media that would lead you to want to come to the street and ask the government to do something about the swelter of violence amongst our children? Patricia Williams. Do you, any of the women that was at the demonstration yesterday, ignore those from over the gully? We're talking about those from back road. Because what you all did yesterday was prostitute yourself politically. Because there was nothing for you to demonstrate about. If the country tear down, pack down your rights democratically, legislatively, constitutionally, have been trampled on by this government, and not one of you women raise up. Not one of you women rise up against abuse against females. Not one of you women rise up against the kidnapping, abduction, and murder of our young girls in our country. Therefore, what you have done yesterday was a backroad mentality. You prostituted yourself. You prostituted your children's future. Under no circumstances, I would trust you to tell a child, don't be bought for a bag juice and a bun. Paul Bogle, good morning. What happened yesterday was prostitution. You all prostituted yourself without a cause. Even if you have to prostitute yourself, Norman Ferguson, good morning. Even if you have to prostitute yourself, then do it for a cause. Do it so I can say, at least that is why I did it. EM. Oh, wait. Things that fly about through my window. And I can't close my window because it'll get too hot. But for not hearing any noise, there are workmen outside around me. They're doing some scaffolding and they're talking and all sorts. So if you're hearing any extra noise, Charmin Carter, Unstoppable One, Christine Gilbert, or women prostituted themselves yesterday, Maya Brown, in front of the world, Monica Wills. Look how much is happening in our country. Look how many times this government has violated your constitutional rights, and not one of you has ever stood up and make your voices heard. Look how many times your children has been gone missing, kidnapped, and murdered. Look at the violence against women in our country. Joan Bailey. And I only find it possible to go out on a demonstration, Colin Humphreys, about something that does not contravene our Constitution. Rather, our Constitution protects it, Colin. So to be running around in public with a narrative that a lot of you cannot even explain. Because I hear lots of bloggers out there, and the knowledge of the monarchical system and the Privy Council as opposed to King's Council. It is woeful because it is misleading. Not many people understand the monarchical structure as opposed to the Commonwealth structure. The monarchy is a governance structure. The Commonwealth is a club membership. Something that you can apply to be a part of. Something that you can what the word of them asks, not renounce your membership. Or it is also something when you don't keep in line with the Commonwealth principles, you can get kicked out of the Commonwealth, like they did with Robert Mugabe. When they couldn't control him anymore, he was kicked out of the Commonwealth. So, I'm going to give an overrun of the Privy Council for people again who lack knowledge of what the Privy Council means, Rose Johnson, and how it really works. The Privy Council is an overarching umbrella for the monarch. But within what is called the Privy Council, you have many different boards. The Privy Council, because a lot of people mix up the galanging, because Andrew Holness is a Privy Council member. A lot of people confusing it with the judicial side of things, or also confusing it by saying Andrew Holness is a KC, which KC has to do with qualified, experienced barristers who have gone to law school to study for years and in practice for years. That's the KC. You've been called to the King's Bar or the Queen's bar. Membership of the Privy Council. You are referred to as a Privy Councillor. That is called the Privy Council Advisory Board. Members of the Privy Council, Privy Councillor, or generally former prime ministers, sitting or former members of parliament, whether be in the United Kingdom or in the Commonwealth. Howard Lindo, how are you? Lindo is my maternal last name. So that's the Privy Council Advisory Board. Stay with it. You have what is also called the the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. That is the judicial board of the Privy Council. They deal with the legal side of things. They hear final appeal from the Commonwealth. You have what is called the Executive Board of the Privy Council. That is His Majesty's Cabinet, the Prime Minister and his Cabinet. You have what is also called the Privy Council Legislative Board, which is Parliament. But a lot of people get it confused. They have these different boards that comes under the overarching of the Privy Council. So you have the Judicial Board, you have the Executive Board, you have the Legislative Board, you have the Advisory Board, which Andrew is a member of, that provide advice to the monarch. I think it's about 7 boards within the overarching. I don't remember what the other few be, but those are the most ones that we interact with. The Judicial Board, which is the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, the Legislative Board, which is Parliament, the Executive Board, which is Government and Cabinet, and as I said, the Advisory Board, which advises President Mavis for the monarch. I don't remember from the top of my head what the other boards are, but that is how the Privy Council works. It is not to be confused with the legality side of things when it comes to do with being a legal profession. Being a member of those boards outside Keith Matthews, outside of the Judicial Committee, the others does not deal with the legalities. So they're not to be confused with KC or QC, which are Queen's or King's Council, depends on who is on the throne. King's and Queen Council are qualified, experienced barristers. Okay? But there are a lot of misinformation in public to do with that. However, the charge continues. I think the problem over sinting their work and look. The problem, though, continue is the misdirected narrative by the Jamaica Labour Party in public over this issue that they have raised to do with Mark Golden's citizenship. But I want to ask Babsy Grange, why are you so quiet in all of this? I don't hear your voice at all. Does Kamina Johnson have her British citizenship? Did Babsy Grange give up her Canadian citizenship? The Prime Minister spoke, the ultimate leader Why just the ultimate leader, Prime Minister? Whose Commonwealth citizenship, other than Mark Golden, are you protecting? Why you only want to blind it just to the leader only? Why is Babsy so quiet in this whole citizenship debacle, Commonwealth citizenship debacle, Evan Green? Why is Babsy so quiet? Why does Babsy not have a view on Mark Golden's dual nationality? Why is it that the Prime Minister is only concerned about the dual nationality Forever Young of the leader of the opposition, but not for any other member of parliament who are or may be current holder of Commonwealth dual nationality? Why, rather than implementing something that the Prime Minister no, Babs is not Canadian born, but she was living in Canada when Siaga sent her where they go do the hocus pocus, turn yourself around. She get her Canadian citizenship. Can Babsy tell us this morning, Simone Beckford, did you give up your Canadian citizenship, or are you a dual Commonwealth citizen, Miss Grange? And why is it that Miss Grange is so silent on this Commonwealth dual citizenship issue? It's unlike Miss Grange, as she did jump out and sojournize him, call him sojourners, and all of the Rogerness. Lady J Love, how you do? Bob, remember in the Gillette argument, Babsy was one of them who ran out with the sojourners charge. Is there no meat on this bone for you, Miss Babsy? Because you're really silent on that issue. What are you protecting? What questions are you dodging, Minister? Why is the Prime Minister concerned only about the leader of the opposition dual nationality, but not other possible members sitting in Parliament at the moment with dual nationality? Matthew Samuda, Carl Samuda, Babsy Grange, etc., Kamina Johnson, possibly. So why the leader of the opposition is being treated from other public officials? Why the leader of the opposition is being treated from the decision makers who currently hold dual Commonwealth citizenship? Daniel Taylor. Them people from back road were run out yesterday. You know, no hungry this morning? Or no hungry this morning? Because Labour government don't pay much when it comes to getting riled up. Back road people normally happy with a meal. Junkies normally happy with an immediate fix. As so junkies and back road people behave, they're just happy with the immediate fix. Them not see the long term. Them not see nothing else we are going around there, so. Because none of those women, from back road. All right, we know say Derek careless. So we know say if a carelessness, Derek can go there. So we not see no problem with that. You understand? Tavares Finsons, yes. I wonder if them give up for them high chair and them citizenship. Boy, the hypocrisy. But nobody is saying Mark Golden has offered this dunce government and this sold out media. Let us fix, now that we're doing a constitutional review, and everybody attached this part of the argument. Now that we're having a constitutional review, it is the best time for us to deal with this issue of dual nationality. What Mark Golden is saying, let's broaden this. Let's extend it to the American diaspora. Why una don't want that? Because that is not the issue. The issue is the Privy Council versus the Caribbean Court of Justice. The issue is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And because Andrew Holness was caught with 1 foot in and 1 foot out, their only rant and tantrum could be at Mark Golden's dual Commonwealth citizenship, which is protected by our Constitution, and thereby could not raise a conflict of interest when others currently in the Jamaican Parliament are sitting with dual Commonwealth citizenship, decision makers in our legislature, decision makers in our government. How loud can such hypocrisy beam in our ear? Tell me if I don't have motion sickness of the hypocrisy, the merry-go-round of hypocrisy coming from this government. Tell me if we don't have motion sickness, because this is all this government is offering since the local government election is motion sickness. 1 minute you're over here, so next minute you're over here, so and you're just throw back, so motion sickness. Tell me where the business of the people since the local government election is being conducted in our parliament. Show me where there's consistency and meaningful work on the people's business done in our parliament. The Labour Party is rolling down disaster hill from one disaster to the next. The Jamaica Labour Party continues to roll. And at no point, nobody in the party or the country will stop, think, listen, and get it right. One disaster to the other. And then all they do is go around blaming everybody else for the ills of the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody must come on board with the wild narrative of the Jamaica Labour Party. What happened yesterday made our democratic process look NIMBY-ized. We don't understand democracy. We don't stand for anything. So the Jamaica wanna walk and praise and boast span. We should shame when we talk about Jamaica. Because all Jamaica does is lay down, bend over, skin out, and roll out. We government do it, we people them do it. Look how Ziggy Marley bend out and skin over and roll out for the Israeli them. When say Bob, just like how Bob Marley sold out the group because Peter Touch decides that white people now tame me and white people now control me. Just like how Bob Marley sold out the group and went commercial and Peter Touch keep on him straight, rebel and narrow. When I say Bob Marley pickney them come sell out justice as well. You see Ziggy Marley a call for justice, Sheila, to Palestinian children. How Ziggy Marley figure call for that figure upset him Israeli wife and him Israeli in-law them? When you know, say all of the Rasta them bow out. The Rasta them web JLP hold them down and take grass buckle, cut off them dirty, chinky, junjo locks. I know me, sister. And the education system just 2 moons ago said on a picnic and bring in chink and junjo and lice in a them here in a school. When you know, sister, the Rasta them bow out. Not all them no business with justice anymore. All them want is visa, a tour, and few shows to do. The whole of them sell out like Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley's music. I love his teaching. But Bob Marley practice is a sellout. Just like him picnic them. Just like most Rasta today. Just like most of them what you see use reggae and Pan-Africanism to make money out of it. They're all a bunch of sellouts, aren't they? You don't see in a COVID how Fantana Mojo did bend over easy and broke out easy. They're all sellouts. So no can't fool me. Me no there if you don't fool me. You have to brighter than me if you fool me. And if you're brighter than me, you still can't fool me. Come here, go ask a question. Me no done slight Nesta. So no can't fool me. Don't even talk about Terry Long deep throat tongue. Don't even get me started pan she. Don't even get me started pan Terry Long with the whole heap of blood stain splash all over him with a gun in him left hand and a knife in him right hand. Murderer! Jan Patrick Bailey killed the man over him money. Go no thief. Murderer. Thiefing. Murderous. Wherever stab you stab. Jermaine Jr. Along the Terry Long. Blood. Splash all over you. The Jamaica Labour Party is a criminal network. You just have to observe their action from the days of Edward Seaga to Andrew Holness. When you see Bruce Golden come out, come rob Andrew. When you see Bruce Golden come out, come rob Andrew and show up him dunceness. If it's one thing with Bruce Golden don't seem. I would the nastiness, mirror about the nastiness they were there, you know, Sonia. Them carelessness, they're just sellouts anyway. Don't pay too much mind to her. All you need to do is buy her. No beat and teach. Me not read it yet. Sonia love Jesus for you though. All you need is to give Karen a bottle of rum. And from you give Karen Cross a bottle of rum. You can't get him to do anything. Are you talking about the Holness backing for dual nationality beat and teach? Me did talk about the galang in there yesterday morning of Holness crisscrossing. And this must be compounded in the public, where, yes, they might use the 2007 court case against the People's National Party to say, oh, them against Vernon Holness, against Vion rather, against the People's National Party. What went to court then was a constitutional violation because people Carlos Singh with American dual nationality was sitting in our parliament. It's a violation of our constitution. Thereby, the court ruled against them. Move on to 2011. Andrew Holness ran a campaign batting for dual citizenship. The time has come, given that we are doing a constitutional review. Mark Golden is saying this is the time we can address this issue in our constitution. We can broaden it So those in the American diaspora afford those privileges that us in the Commonwealth diaspora has. That's all they need to move to. That's all they need to work towards. Let us sit down and work out how we do it. Do we ban dual nationality in its entirety? Or do we, with the extended time marrying, with the diaspora voices, do we broaden the scope, is what Mark Golden is saying. Rather than to fool them, sit down and have a meaningful conversation about it that would benefit them. But the feelings that they are in, though, why this rant is going on, it's because they've lost their citizenship in 2007. This is where the pain is coming from. It doesn't really have anything to do with the current situation. This is another Lisa Hanna's behavior. Lisa Hanna never get her way, so she go fund the resistant movement to carry out war and attacks. Them never get it them way in a 2007. No, we can have a pitch at the legality of the Constitution. Let's use it and create smears and smoke screens and gaslight the people, because you demonstrators were gaslighted. You didn't even know what you were demonstrating about. Some of them probably couldn't even read 2 words of the Constitution. Always observing Noreen Dennison. But the Labour Party is a great gaslighter. Siaga gaslighted us to make us believe that the Manley regime and the Cuban alignment were the ones that created the violence in Jamaica, were the ones that was causing the sanction and economic embargo, the food embargo on Jamaica. That was what the Labour Party made the population believe with the aligned narrative of the CIA, the Gleaner, JBC, and RGR, and American broadcasters. It was all of them planned it together. It's the same social democracy smokescreen that the Labour Party has gone on again, because this is a social democracy leader who has stand vehemently to protect our Constitution. We don't see where it's going. We're reverting to 1980, but even in a worse style, because racism and xenophobia is added to it this time. Can you imagine? Can you really imagine this was going down in the British Parliament or in the American Congress against a black politician? Almighty God, you would never hear where it ends. But because we're hypocrites in Jamaica, we're easily bought and sold, just like the days of when we were on the trading block, when them take we from the boats at the shoreline in Africa and then put we upon the stick. We're still in that bought and sold mentality. Hence, you would see Jamaican women go demonstrating for FR and fail to see their children are being murdered in front of them. I wonder if any of those women who were on the demonstration yesterday have ever visited the funeral of one of our young people being murdered by the escalating violence in our country. I want to say who them take with Wayne Jones, Jackie Graham, Honolulu. Or the sister, and not have a fool them take with find a good fool. Because the things what them are do in front of we not open, them have to take with a good fool to do them something there. But if we willing to just walk and swap and sell with self. So if them come in at the gully and throw down a box food down the gully and we will come out, come demonstrate. If them come around a back road, come give me a cigarette, a strip and two whistler, and a food money and a drink, we're going to come out, come demonstrate. We're prostitutes. Them pay we figure a conference, we're prostitutes. Them pay we figure vote, we're prostitutes. Them pay we figure up an election campaign, we are prostitutes. That's why we're not going away in our life. That's why we're not going away. Because the government can pimp us and prostitute us as they like for their own advantage. They have been doing it successfully for decades. They even did it yesterday. One of shame woman, one of careless back road woman, one of saw herself on camera yesterday. One of shame how sell on herself short. One of shame say big woman like Ono can't teach on a daughter say when one man hand on a kiss on her teeth and stuck two finger up at them. No, Ono daughter go bend over and buckle under, just like Ono. Children live what they learn, careless prostitutes. Because that's what you did yesterday. You sold yourself short. You sold yourself short yesterday, and thereby your sons and daughters are going to live what they learn. They will not be able to hold out. They will not be able to stand up, not even stand their ground for that matter. The CIA, Thiaga is a CIA operative, yeah. Yeah, everything we used to see they are doing in Jamaica. Thiaga was working for the CIA. The Jamaica Labour Party was created to destroy social democracy in Jamaica. And anything anybody else tell you other than that is a blatant lie, or they just don't know better. Country Gal 84, how are you? Sharon Levy. Anybody tell you anything other than the CIA was the Jamaica Labour Party is a CIA-created American organization to overthrow social democracy in Jamaica. If they tell you anything else of the preamble of the Labour Party, they would be lying to you. And because they were created for that reason, it is why they have to behave like that. But let me tell you, there's a broader danger that lurks and involves around that. Generally, the relationship we see Andrew Holness have with the Chinese, it's a relationship that you would see between a social democracy leader and the Chinese. So the Americans at the moment see Andrew Holness as a traitor, which he is, because he has, in the eyes of the Americans, switched side. So that leaves Jamaica in a precarious situation, with Jamaica sitting right in America's backyard with its strategic maneuvers in that geographical slot. Shauna Smith. So it's only because the Americans can get Andrew to play them dirty game. But should Andrew slip up, the Americans are ready to take back control of Jamaica. Should Andrew give the Chinese more foothold in or mining in Jamaica, the Americans say we would turn the mother Southern upside down. It would be tenfold of what we saw in 1980 when they turned our country upside down to get rid of Michael Manley and the Castro alignment. So, holy Pabangarang I come to a country, plus with government them Friday coming 2 days from now. They will be at Geneva. at the World Health Organization. And my God, if the new pandemic treaty, preparedness, readiness, and response is ratified by your government, that will usher in the One World Order by the World Health Organization and the World Health Assembly. And with the catastrophe of the American dollar and the invention of BRICS, I wonder if you all understand and know the trouble that are coming to our world. Do you all understand the problems that are ahead of humanity? The quicker we wake up is the faster we will take control. Remember, there is nothing as powerful, Yvonne Riley, as people's power. Colleen Donner. But if we fail to use our powers, I guarantee you, we are going to lose. We are going to go back in bondage again. Wake up, my people. Wake up. This Andrew Holness government, this smear, you see, they dragging the country into overmarked golden nationality. Ask yourself this question. What is really going on in the hidden that this government is using a narrative to distract the audience? Is it, hey, let's draw a knife across there, you know what? Is it a coincidence that in the middle of this bubble, you also have the suicide coroner's report of Kevin Simmet coming out at this time? In coming to that agreement, though, what the coroners would have done is applied what is called in the legal world the but-for test. But for the actions of Kevin Simmet, the accident would not have happened. The argument would be that Kevin Simmet's intention, if not to kill everybody, would be to kill himself to avoid culpability, legal reasons. Thereby, the judge or the coroner would come to the rationale that Kevin Simmet's actions, if we are believed them to be true, were suicidal. That is accepted in legal reasoning. As I said last night, I wouldn't push back on that. The broader questions, though, is to do with Kevin's body, is to do with whether Kevin Simmet really died, is to do with why Kevin Simmet would have been required to be transferred to Kingston, is to do with why the transfer was arranged so flimsy and shoddy, given the high-profile situation. The question also, did the Jamaica Constabulary Force bury an empty casket? Where is the family of that young man who died in that accident? You never see them, you never hear them, you don't know if them grieve, you don't know if it got up, you don't know if the casket did empty or it did full, but that funeral was just so suspicious and spooky. Maybe if we did tell we say, given his powers of control and magic, maybe if we not tell we say, him turn bird in the car or rat bat and fly out. Whole heap of black people who love superstition would probably want to believe such a narrative. But who was the white van man? Who was driving the white van? The Dianarism. The white Fiat Punter involved in Diana's crash. That has never been seen. The white van involved in the Kevin Smith suicide. Never seen or heard about. The Dianarism. Andrew learned well from Charles, did he not? Did Andrew not learn well from Charles? Did Andrew not also learn well from Donald Trump, the birtherism? Beverly Edwards. Birtherism. Is that not a Trumpist? But see, she asked them, if this is not transformational, I don't know what is. So it look like she there now. Start fret. So they now go can Ghana the 1,000 people where them a look for attend them galangen. So, me don't know what them a fret for. As if I never lie, them a walk and tell, and I collect people money under false pretense. Boy, the amount them do to we Jamaicans. And all because I get a Christian mystery. To make a politics has some plot twist. Then they get a Christian mystery. Trust me, though. Trust me. No, sir. Borehole long tongue. And them your boy you want the American politician for call bleach bun, butch body, bad built, or however the phrase go. No, sir, I mean, I wonder woman they cuss me, you know, because them word they hot. If you tell people 3 hot words in a one sentence and a normal sentence, but never mind. But to the hungry woman, yes, the hungry woman will say the opposition leader to step down because the opposition leader and make her life hard. Lady, your life hard. Are you same government? Because them don't know you have to teach those people. Are you same government when you come out and demonstrate for you, ma'am? Make the decision, make your tough life, your breadfruit looking self, your breadfruit, bad built, butch body. Burnt breadfruit, bad built, butch body. Are your government where you demonstrate for? Make them decision there. To make your life hard, you know? So whether Mount Golden step down or step up, your life still a go hard. Around a back road you work. Your life still a go hard. You love sell, you're a higgler. Your life still a go hard. It's not because Mount Golden not step down. It's because of what you go and demonstrate for yesterday. You go and demonstrate for hard times. You go and demonstrate for lies. You go and demonstrate for narrative and mystery. Burnt breadfruit, bad built, butch body, woman. Are your prime minister make your life hard? Not the leader of the opposition. All right. Always observing if it take time with you. But I don't Mark Golden make your life hard, all right? Mark Golden, I try his best to make your life better. You have to teach them sometime, like a boy. You say, dunceness, anytime you become government, the first thing me I make a crime is dunceness. Dunceness have to be an offense. So you're going to have to go to school or you're going to go to prison. And when you go to prison, you're still going to have to learn this. So you're not come out dunce, you know. You're not coming back out here dunce. We have enough of it. We have enough of the dunceness. That's why we're so far behind. Because we think with we hand miggle and we pocket and we belly. So we can't think far. All our thinking drop right at our foot. It can't go further. That's why everybody can use it. You don't say everybody come around with parsley on a blind. Everybody will come around with parsley because we're higglers. We don't have no long-term business projection. We don't want nothing out of life. We just want nyama and stretch today. And the daughters and sons of those of you who were at the demonstration yesterday, it is what they live, and it is what they will learn. It is what they will practice, and it is what they will teach their children. Therefore, that perpetual cycle continues. Uno not tired of the dunceness. Uno not see how fast the world a move. Uno don't want to keep up with the conversation. Uno don't want to keep up with the knowings and the knowledge. How no so dunce? Jamal, you can still do Jamal on Google. No? Ask Google anything. Google will help you to read. YouTube will help you to read. When you stop, go watch the whole heap of nonsense and catalog them and go use social media, educate yourself. Those are who were dunce like me. Whenever I get figure high school and college and them something there. I went back into education at age 39 after only attending all-age school. And at times, I went back into education at the age of 39. And I have many qualifications under my belts now. And the whole honor just sit down. Larry Beckford, how are you? Just a walk around dunce like Butoso. If it's one thing I find irritating, is when I come up against dunce people. Because rather than you and them hold hand and walk faster, go somewhere, them drag you right back and you have to go on like you start all over again. Dunceness is getting palm and nerve. Because it a keep we back, it a draw we back, and it a destroy we, and it keep we stagnant. That's why we now grow as a people. Everybody come round with Vernon Adams, pass way up, because we're in a state of stagnancy. We cannot grow in that stagnant state. No, sister, everything we do, we fail. As a people, we can't even deal with politics to protect your generation. You deal with politics for your today hungry belly, they don't stamp. Thank you. The hungry belly today politics. That's why politicians for the last 7 decades just a lead on a blindly so on a fed up. On a sister as on a shit and vomit on a belly hungry again. So thereby the little cheap sellout one sell out on yourself. So cheap every day to politician. On a fed up and shame. On a sister on don't have nothing about on. And the whole on a foreign minded. The whole on want come a foreign. But on a can't stand up for defend on a sweet, sweet Jamaica. Me nah left ya. Me a left. Cause me nah suffer for my entire life. If me did there Jamaica, I wouldn't have had my qualifications. I would have to work hard and put myself through it. I get tantamount a loan from this British government, and I don't have to pay them back. I don't have to pay them back. The government create loopholes where we don't have to go delinquent like Andrew Holness, but we don't have to pay them back. You know what I mean? So in England, all 95-year-old, you can go in a university and college, go sit down and go study. All Jamaica people want to do the moment. Jamaica people live for the moment. That's why if you don't pay them, they don't come out politically. If you don't pay them, they don't vote. If you don't pay them, they don't demonstrate. If bad man no sudden out go black road and burn tire, or not blind to everything while going. One no see Jamaica is a careless country. And the whole of we are talking, me not take out no body out of it. Who no sit down there stand up for anything? None of we not stand up for nothing. The whole of we fall over and roll over. Why you think foreigners don't come take it over from we? Why you think, tell me why you think foreigner don't come take over such a beautiful house? If you pass such a beautiful house on road every day, and you see nobody not care about it and nobody not want it. What else you think are going to happen? Continue sleeping, Jamaica people. Continue sleeping, because you see the sleep you want in. Almighty God. There is an awful, frightening awakening coming for you. And it don't the far, you know. It don't the far. Holy pan will go frightened. It's like when I go buck up in a hurricane force wind. But too late shall be somehow no cry. God send we out here for one. The spirits send we out here for one and telling us that. Come out of the hope of fuckers of social media. There's a lot of education out there on social media. We want to figure educate and wake up on yourself and come out of the slumber. So you can stand up for your children. You can stand up for protect your democracy. You can stand up for protect your human rights. Because what whole people don't understand is how close you are to losing all of these things. But to everybody for pay, that's why I know not prostitute. Because we do anything for money. Anybody can lead for money. And that's why Jamaica mash up. Because Jamaica has been sold out. You got a hospital, you got a police station, you got everywhere. Tipping get you to. We mash up Jamaica. And we pay for the corruption. And we pay the police them. And we pay police for oppress with neighbors and with enemies. And we pay clerk of court the sentence and find with enemy guilty. Yes, when I don't deny it, it happened. And we mash it up. And a politician alone mash it up. And them alone in charge mash it up. And the whole away. We pay for it. We buy it. We beg them for charge with for it. Done it one, how you do? And we mash it up. We have to own shares in a mash up Jamaica. And we pay for the corruption. And we hug up the corruption. And we want to go ahead of the line and pay for the corruption. And we put with bleach out face and with brown pretty face up front for the corruption. And we flash with car key for the corruption. And we have with friends in a high place for the corruption, and we mash it up. And then the whole of we turn fool and ask those who will mash it up to benefit, we ask them same one to fix it back so it can benefit we when we mash it up to benefit them. And I say, well, our backside was fool. We look to like we have no sense to no. We don't say the longer we hold our sleep, the whole our fool. And with foolness, with selloutness, with lickiness, with wangagotism, with nyami-nyami-ism is a massive benefit to corrupt government. You don't see it? I saw no blind. I saw no blind. Fino sister with lickiness. Ubuntu. With nyami-nyami-ism. We wanga got ism. We live for today ism. We don't see the danger. We don't see how we benefit the thief and the liar and the murderers. My mouth give too much problem. And that's my problem. My biggest problem in life has always been my mouth. My hand don't get me in a problem. It's normally my mouth. Chat too much. Mind people business too much. Refuse to look the other way. My mouth. My mouth give me too much problem. My mouth give me too much problem. That's why I can't walk and mind the people them business. So I see them have some new propaganda about Mark Golden. Global TV don't spread propaganda. Global TV don't spread narrative. Global TV aim is to educate, not even to educate you, to inform you, to keep you in the know, to encourage you to go out there and learn, improve on your knowledge, be aware of the different multifaceted things that are involved in your life, in your development, in your society, in your world. The longer we walk around as dunce, is the greater the danger is to us, to our generation. The longer we go around like the dunce that we continue to go around with. Politicians are always going to use us to achieve their political and financial and economic ambition. We don't see how much business Norman done alone a run to the point where we are paying Norman done for upkeep him empty building them. Which one of these careless women did you see go there and demonstrate against the government to say that my children's school is under resource? And rather than you pay Norman done for empty building, you ought to be detouring those money into the education department where it would be more needed. But the whole of we are sell out, licky, nyami, wanga got, wanga belly, and that mash up Jamaica. We have a go set up and funeral mentality. Go to figure full your bag, drink and drunk, and come home enough food and drink as you want. That's the Jamaican culture. Thank you very much for being here this morning on the At a Glance program. Join us back later when we will continue the information and the knowledge so that all of us can continue to improve together. And I want to say to those Jamaicans this morning, if your life is hard, financially and economically, socially, it has nothing to do with the leader of the opposition. That is based on the decision taken by the leader who you're demonstrating to protect. Good morning from Global Television. Antonio Goff, good morning. First time seeing you on the Global Television. Good morning. Tuning in from Canada. Thank you for watching. See you all later.